Well, this week's Bushel Up, we're going to talk about three main things. Number one, nice rain, right? Great conditions going on out there in the fields. For those of you able to get back in, we were able to get back into Hastings here last night. We were planting in powder before. Soil conditions are really nice. Now, some of you that maybe are still a little wet, got a lot of water, just be patient. You know, don't go mud anything in or smear it. But wait for those conditions to come to us. We've got a great 10-day GDU forecast with 180 to 200 GDUs in most areas. So we're going to get this corn out of the ground. Anything planted is going to come pretty quick. With that heat, we're seeing soil temperatures, you know, in the upper 50s to 60s. That's bringing some weeds. We got kochia out here at Hastings. We're seeing some velvet leaf, which typically is a little later emerging, larger seeded broadleaf. So fields that look clean before are now going to green up in a hurry. We're seeing grass activity, a lot of greenness in our fields. You know, look back earlier in the year, we couldn't even get the winter annuals to come. Now everything's going to be going. With this emerging crop, you know, out here we were right before the rain. We're already got an inch shoot on it, about an inch from being out of the ground. That means we need to watch our herbicide programs. With the wind, the rain, delayed herbicide applications, be watching your soybeans if they're cracking through the ground. If your corn's coming out, be aware of what your herbicide program is. Obviously, there's some risks if that crop's coming out of the ground with certain chemistries. So every situation's unique. Just make sure you're checking with us, getting some advice, kind of going through your options so we make the right choice. Don't hurt the crop. That's the last thing we want to do, hurt an emerging crop. Finally, talk about crusting. You know, be ready with those pivots. Obviously, if we got a hard rain on some of this crop, there is a concern that there may be crusting in some areas. Here at Hastings, we got a pretty gentle rain. We didn't get that pounding rain like some areas maybe got, so I don't see the crusting issue down here. But anytime you have wet soil, throw some heat and wind on it, we run that risk of crusting. So hopefully these crops get out of the ground just fine, but be aware of that. That'd be another thing to be checking on. But all in all, it's a green light to go. I know some of you are made good progress, some of you got a ways to go, and we hope this week gets you those great conditions and a lot of work done.